All right, today we're diving into the world of The Ghost of Faith by Muhammad Raj Abdullah. It's this incredible story about an empire that's desperately trying to bury its own past. And, well, a faith that just refuses to be forgotten.
And that question right there, that's really the heart of this whole story. It's what sets the stage for this massive clash between memory and power, between what people believe and what they're forced to forget. It's a question that's going to echo through everything we're about to see. So, our story kicks off in the dust and the quiet of the state archives. I mean, a place that's literally designed for forgetting things. But wouldn't you know it, that's exactly where we start to hear these first whispers of a past that just refuses to stay buried. So picture this. There's this young guy, Papyrus Titan, and he's in this archive just filled with scrolls that his teachers have told him are nothing but religious nonsense. But he's drawn to this one manuscript, one that's written in a language that's been forbidden, and it holds a name that's about to change absolutely everything. And what he finds is a single word, Allah. Now, for Papyrus, it's just this faint echo of something he once heard. But for his incredibly powerful father, Governor Maximus, it's a dangerous myth. So this one word, it's not just history. It's a piece of truth that the empire has worked so hard to bury deep underground.
But, this buried faith isn't just hiding in old scrolls. We also see it in this guy, General Dexterus, a really powerful man in the empire. In secret, though, he goes to visit the ruins of a Mazid, a temple to this one god. For him, this isn't some myth, it's a memory that haunts him.
And right here, this is where you really see the core conflict, laid out plain as day. On one side, you've got the state's official line. This faith is a myth. It's for the weak. And on the other, you have a general's personal, secret memory of his mother's prayer, La ilaha illallah. See, this isn't just politics. It's a war being fought inside the hearts and minds of the people. So you gotta ask, how does a whole empire just forget its history like that? Well, it doesn't happen by accident, that's for sure. It takes a deliberate, calculated effort. It takes an iron fist. Okay, so now we're shifting gears. We're right in the cold, calculating heart of power. Governor Maximus and his advisor Astrid, they're not just chatting about rumors. They're talking about a serious potential threat. These believers, they're more than just a nuisance. They're a crack in the very foundation of the empire's control. And listen to the governor's strategy. It is chillingly clear. It's not enough just to stop them from meeting up. The goal is to crush the memory itself. First, you get rid of the mosques. Then, just like he says, you erase their ancestors. I mean, this is a blueprint for total cultural annihilation. And get this, his plan is this super cynical 3-step trap. Step 1, you pretend to give them freedom. Let them talk. Step 2, you use their own words to figure out who they are. And the final step, you rebrand them. Don't call them believers, you call them extremists. And just like that, you've justified whatever you want to do to them. But you know how it goes. For every action, there's always a reaction. All this pressure from the empire, it isn't actually crushing the old faith. Nope. Instead, it's forcing it to come back to the surface in a really powerful new way. So way far away from the polished steel of the palace, in some quiet home, a totally different kind of power is starting to bubble up. This is Khalid ibn Masud. He's not a general, he's not a governor, he's an elder, kind of like a keeper of the flame. And he's speaking to this small group of people who are risking everything just to be there and listen.
And what Khalid says here is so important. He tells his followers, look, we're not revolutionaries trying to tear down the government. We are witnesses to a truth that the empire is trying to snuff out. Their greatest weapon isn't the sword, it's their memory.
So where's all this truth coming from? Well, Khalid pulls out this old, worn-out, precious copy of the Quran. This isn't some new idea he's just making up. He's connecting his listeners straight back to a deep, sacred, written tradition that has somehow survived everything the empire has thrown at it. In the verse he reads, man, it's like a direct shot at the empire's whole game plan. It's this powerful warning against anyone who, like Governor Maximus, would deliberately hide the truth. For every single person listening in that room, this isn't just poetry. It's a divine command. Remember and bear witness. And boom, that is the turning point. The state can call it a ghost, they can dismiss it as a myth for the weak, but what was once just a fading echo has found its voice again.
It's organized, it has a leader, and it has a purpose. It is now a movement.
Which brings us right back to where we started, but now we're looking at it a little differently, right? When memory itself becomes a form of resistance, who really holds the power? Is it the guy with the armies and the palaces, the one who rules by erasing the past? Or is it the people who, with nothing but their memory and their faith, simply refuse to be erased? It's a heck of a question this story leaves us with.